This is so funny. I ran out of battery.
I
Okay,
can imagine.
All right, we're gonna use this as an example. Okay, let's use this as an example. In a past life, a year ago maybe, something like this would have happened. I got pissed. I would have been saying a few swear words in the process, that potty mouth that kind of brings up. And then I would be like, oh my God, I just missed that entire thing. Blah, 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 blah. And it's funny to understand because even though I kind of like blacked out, and, you know, the immediate reaction was like, but then I was like, what are you talking about? We're just talking about this, dude. Like, chill out. Nothing's happening. It is what it is. And then just have fun with it. And now I told you, but I'm like, listen, I ran out of battery. It happens. But it's funny how we were talking about something like this. And, you know, you can't control things that are going to happen like this. You really can't. I mean, did it really move my inner peace? For a second, I was tempted. And that's the thing. We're always going to have that temptation. It's there. It's not in my best interest to deny it.
Yeah.
I recognize it. I see you. I see the temptation. But you know what? I know enough to know that's okay. Everything's well, blah, blah. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
You choose your reaction.
I choose the love side and not the fear, not follow the fear. You know, the fear, what you were saying before, because I got disconnected, was, you know, the fear, we're always reacting in fear of something, in fear of that something that happened from the past is going to happen again, or that in fear of like what we don't know, what might happen. So we're always in constant fear. So, but when we go to the present moment is the only time that we kind of get free from all of that, all that crap that really doesn't work, because it just creates a lot of anxiety, suffering, pain, all this. And and then when we become in this reactive mode, what do? The exact same thing that we were avoiding is the exact same thing that's going to happen, because that's like that. And that's a law of vibration as well.
Yeah, because we spending the time to think about that. We're
giving it all of our attention to.
We're giving our attention,
focusing on it.
Yeah. And it stays on our subconscious, so it's right there, and it's what we're gonna attract. That's what you're gonna attract.
It's oh my God, yes. And then that's the thing. How many times in your life have you said, this is never gonna happen to me again, ever? I already learned it, and this is never gonna happen to me again. And then a month goes by, and maybe maybe the characters change in the story, maybe the setting changes. But it ends up, you end up feeling exactly the same way that you were feeling a month ago. Why is that? Because it has nothing to do with what they're doing. They're just showing you something. Yeah. And then we want to run away from it. And the more you run away from it, you run to it. Because the only way out is through it. And that's the thing, you know, we cannot avoid it anymore. And especially during these times that are so full of uncertainty. There's nothing that can right now in the world that we're living in, where everything is like so crazy right now. Everywhere you look, all you see is craziness, like chaos, craziness, hunger, death, this, that, like in spades. The things that we kind of thought, even about, politics, presidency, everything's changing. So automatically we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But what a really good time to actually say, well, wait a minute, what's in here? And how do I feel? What am I feeding today? What am I following today? The fear again? And how is that going to make me feel? Horrible. I know that already. But then how do I want to feel? I want to feel at peace. Then I'm going to choose something else.
And what do I want? What kind of life do I decide to live? I decide to live from, I decide that everything in my life will be peaceful. And so what is my options? What are the thoughts that I choose to think? What am I feeding to myself, right? I don't see that kind of world out there. I see everything in peaceful.
Well,
I see everything loving.
I just,
and even if I get in the car, I'm like, oh, maybe someone is hungry. They just like honking. Just they are in a hurry, but so I that's because before I would think like, this is all this, the hurricanes, the disasters, the what happened to Amazon, right? All those things I would think like, yeah, the world is really going crazy.
Well,
And
it
right
is.
now, yeah, right now I decided to think like it is part of the process of evolution, and there's a lot of changes going to happen, and we really have to be ready to embrace those changes. And how are you going to react to those changes, right? Are you
That's
going
on
to,
you. That's inside,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's the work that we have to do within ourselves. You
yes,
know, that because of the world is changing so much around us. What is the one thing that's never changes, that's always there, that's always stable? It's that inner peace, the fact that we come from love, the fact that that's the only thing that's always there, waiting to be noticed, really, because it's always there. We're
yeah,
just too distracted with
yeah.
so many things, with the doing and the being and the doing and the I have to do this in order to do that.
And achieving success and achieving.
Right? What and then what? And then that's the ego's favorite line. And then
Yeah,
what? And now what? Now what
yeah,
you're gonna do? You know, that doing, I have to do, I need to do this, you don't have to do anything.
yeah.
You know, that's the thing. The only thing that you really, really need to do is really undo.
Remove all the,
Undoing
yeah,
all this crap in your head that makes you believe that
yeah,
you need to do anything in order to be who you are. You just be who you are, but we say it.
yeah,
We can say it from the mouth out, but we don't feel it. We don't think it. We don't acknowledge. We don't, you know. So in order for us to get there, it's a practice
yeah.
every single day. This is practice because and you have to practice with consciousness. I mean, if you meditate every day and you do whatever it is, I mean, Course in Miracles every day, and you go to yoga every day, and you drink your dream juice every day, and you put your world around you in a very, like, you know, with intention and stuff. But if you're not doing it with complete awareness in the present moment, like, where am I coming from with this?
Mm-hmm.
You're really feeding the same monster. It just looks prettier. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
it. But you're not really, really changing your mindset from fear to love. You're just basically saying, well, if I do this, then I'm going to be a good person, or I'm going to be a spiritual person. So I'm going to do it because I'm going to be a spiritual person. Because being a spiritual person is good. Okay? And so if I do this, then I'm a good person. If you're coming from that, honey, you're feeding your fear. Like, you have no idea. It just looks differently. But it's the same thing. And then, so we really have to take the time. The only way that we can really see where we're coming from, because we're so conditioned and programmed that sometimes, you know, we're robotic in our response. And in order for us to kind of break free from that robotic response, we have to take a moment and chill out and pause. And just for 5 minutes out of the day, just say, what am I doing? Where am I? I'm here. How does your clothes feel like? How does your hand, what are you touching right now? Are you in the car? You know, where are you? You're here right now. And then, you know, instead of having the mind just kind of like tingle tangle everywhere, you're here.
yeah.
What's happening now? Where am I coming from? You know, and then from there, kind of choosing, okay, how am I feeling? Do I like how I feel? Do I like how I'm feeling right now? I'm anxious, I'm depressed, or whatever. I don't feel good, I'm angry. Okay, so I'm feeling angry. Why am I feeling angry? I'm feeling angry because I don't like the way that person spoke to me. So what do I need to change not to feel angry? I don't need the person to really change how they speak to me. I can't control that. What I can do is like say, well, what is it bothering me so much? You know, why am I making this so real? What is he saying about me that I'm believing about myself? Okay, and then we just kind of shift it. It's coming from fear. The fear of it not being true. The fear
Of wanting to be accepted
everywhere. Of wanting to be accepted, of wanting to be heard, of wanting to be loved, of wanting to be liked, followed, you know, whatever, anything. Fear, 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 fear. Period. Entonces, if we come from fear, it's very simple. Fear equals pain and suffering. That's it. Period. End of story. And there's many degrees to that because ego loves degrees and hierarchies and levels. It's very simple. It has, you know, you become anxious, become this, you become that, you know, all this stuff. It's all of the same. It comes from fear. But then when you say, well, I'm going to shift to something else, you're like, well, what is the next step? Or what is it? Well, love. Okay, I choose love. And you're like, well, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that feels like. I really have we have the perception of what we were taught that love was. But that's not true, because how many times are we in loving relationships, you know, that we think that we know what we need from the loving thing, and we don't know anything.
Yeah.
And we feel end up hurt and horrible, and, you know, and doing horrendous things and doing crazy things like that. Like I've done that.
Yeah, or
you know
we know what love is from past experiences, how we grow up, and what our parents taught us.
So it's still an unknown thing in theory for us. We really don't know what love is, and that's when. But that's the miracle, and that's why I love about the Course in Miracles, because it does provide like the guidance and says, listen, you don't really have to know anything right now. You just have to kind of like trust that there's something out there that you don't know yet, but it's there. Trust it, forgive it, put it in a higher power's, you know, here you go. Here's all my fears. You know, I choose to follow you. Tell me what to do. And that's it. But then our mind starts like, but I don't understand. What is it? I want to rationalize this and that. That's not the job right now. The only job right now is just to trust and say, I don't want to feel this way. Exactly. I don't want to feel this way. Therefore, there must be another way. I don't know it. Therefore, I need somebody else to help me. And in this case, it can be higher power, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, and say, show me the way. Yeah. And then that is the moment that you really shift, because then you're getting out of the mindset that put you in that place in the first place. And that's the thing. And the beauty about numbers is that you can really see at least where are the areas that you really need to change the perception, change the mindset, change el cassette, change the recording. You know, it helps you, because otherwise before, our egos were so conditioned to not pay attention to ourselves that, and even then, it's hard for us to see the things that we're bringing into the table, because we're judging ourselves all the time. Because if I admit that I did this, then I'm a bad person.
Yeah. So where can we, I know you just got your new app out there. Yeah. Where can we get more information about numbers?
Well, I mean, I actually did launch the app. You can go to my bio, and you can just either Google or Apple, and download it there. I'm starting to post a lot of more stuff in there, you know, of all this, like how to, you know, tools and, you know, things like of this nature. You can download. You can also go to Facebook, my Facebook page, Mission, with Mission 1111, like todo corrido, all together. And then, and yeah, I mean, that's what I can share with you. Also, I have in the link in the bio, there's also like a store of all my like all the spiritual books, all the, you know, all the tools and the things that I've used in my life that have helped me, you know, kind of stay the course, kind of keeping me in the right direction there, you know, keep me focused. And you know, those are the ones that I've used, that I've read, that I've used, that I still use, you know. So if you want to go there, you can see them. But yeah, basically more than so, just download the app. I post a bunch of stuff there. It's still new. It's a new endeavor. It's a new project. I'm having fun with it. And so it would be awesome if you can all be a part of it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was very interesting. I like it. You know, that's the thing. It's just having fun with it. You know, the moment I get too serious, like, kind of lose track of things. Pero nada, bueno, thank you, Ines. And if they want to use their services, what I truly recommend, like, it's amazing, because it truly, truly helps you see it another way, which is what we're talking about, no? Like, what do they need to do? Who do they call? What do they do for your services, Ines?
So they can send me a message on Instagram, Ines Martins Design, and I'm on Facebook as well, Ines Martins Design on Facebook. I think that's the easiest part. Or go on my website, or send me an email. I am at inesmartinsdesign.com.
Like this, I'm gonna write it. Oh wait. The handle, I'm just going to put the handle here, Ines Martins, like this. Let me know if this is okay. Design. Like that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Well, Ines, my friend.
Thank you so much.
I love this conversation. Fun. Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, this is a journey, man. I guess this is not the last time we're gonna have one of these talks.
No.
But I'm very grateful because this is actually, these are the talks that, you know, we have all the time when we see each other with other friends and stuff like that. And, you know, it's time to kind of like have these conversations out in the open, because we learn so much. A bunch of beautiful stuff comes, and, you know, and we learn from each other, and, you know, it's time to share it. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, people can hear it, and if they resonate with it, great. And if not, also good too. So
And
thank you so
hopefully,
much
yeah.
for being open.
And hopefully you guys get inspired, and you know, let us know if there's any other topic that you guys want to talk. That would be nice.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, so thank you so much for inviting me.
No,
And
thank you so much, honey.
next time we have some coffee.
That's a good idea. We can have some coffee. I like that. You just gave me an idea. We're gonna call these situations. Ines. Yes. Yeah, done. I love it. Let's do it for next time. We'll have coffee. And my phone is gonna be charged. Okay.